Finally, Archangel Michael is exposing your new address. You must not delay. Open this message now, or you may miss the door open just for you. My child, you didn't find this by accident. Heaven has aligned this moment, and I am revealing something that has been hidden, protected, and preserved for this very hour. For too long, you've walked through seasons of uncertainty, holding on to faith with trembling hands, waking up wondering if anything will ever change, if I still hear you. But now, child, the winds have shifted, the trumpet has sounded, and what I have whispered in the quiet is now being proclaimed loudly. Your new home, both physical and spiritual, is ready. And I, the Lord your God, am exposing the location. You've cried over closed doors. You've mourned the old address, the place where you gave your best but were left feeling forgotten. But I was watching all along, and while you were grieving, I was building. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Yes, my child, the house I have prepared for you is more than bricks and windows. It is the fulfillment of promise, a symbol of my covenant with you, a divine reset. It is the place where your soul will finally rest, where your purpose will bloom, where prayers you long thought I forgot will echo with laughter, love, and restoration. But Lord, how? You've asked in weary whispers. Where will it come from? I can't afford it. I don't deserve it. I don't even know who would do that for me. But child, I know. Listen to me. There is someone whose heart I have touched. A person moved by my spirit. They don't even know your full story, but they feel your name in their soul. I have placed your image in their dreams. I have stirred their spirit with divine urgency. They are looking for you now. This person, though a stranger to your eyes, has been chosen by me. They are not moved by logic. They are moved by love. And they will give freely, without question, because my hand is on them. You don't need to chase this blessing. You don't need to beg. You only need to believe. Because the paperwork is already in motion. The conversation is already happening. And yes, the keys are being handed over. Your new address has already been written in the records of heaven. And now, I am confirming it on earth. Michael, I said, and Archangel Michael stood ready. Guard this inheritance. Shield this home. Surround my child with fire they cannot see. And he went forth with power, placing a barrier around what is rightfully yours. No demon can intercept it. No thief can steal it. No delay can hold it back any longer. This is your time. You may still be in the hallway, still surrounded by boxes from past pain, still unsure where to go next. But I have already gone before you. And now I say, walk forward, boldly, expectantly, because I am not only showing you the door, I am unlocking it myself. There will be signs, pay attention. A number, a name, an unexpected message, a dream, a whisper. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. I will speak again and again until your spirit says, this is it, this is the place he promised me. So listen closely. Your next chapter begins not with noise, but with peace. And when you enter that new address, you will feel my presence in every corner. The air will feel different. The light will feel alive. The walls will not just shelter, they will embrace you. Because I didn't just prepare a house. I prepared a healing, a resurrection, a divine dwelling for the next version of you. You will walk in and weep, but not from pain. From joy. From the shock of answered prayers. From the overwhelming evidence that I have never forgotten you. This move, this new address, is a move of divine justice. For everything stolen. For every night you cried yourself to sleep. For every lie spoken over your name. Now is the time I repay you in full and more. Type Amen to get blessing 777. My beloved child, before you ever prayed for a new home, I had already written the blueprint in heaven. I did not need your permission to plan this blessing, only your faith to receive it. You have not stumbled upon this moment by chance. It was scheduled, ordained, hidden beneath the weight of time, until your spirit could hold what your hands have not yet touched. Let me tell you something you did not know. The reason the doors of your past addresses had to shut was because I needed you to move out before the foundation could be laid. You were never meant to stay where they left you. That space, those rooms, those walls, they heard your cries, but they were not your final echo. The pain that once lived in those corners would have followed you, so I had to close the chapter, even when you still wanted to read one more page. Yes, it felt like rejection, but in truth, it was redirection. Archangel Michael stood at the gate of the next blessing, holding the scroll of your address, waiting for my word to seal it. He watched over the empty lot. He guarded the blueprint. He protected the timing, because if you had moved in too early, you would have collapsed under the weight of an unfinished promise. You see, I don't just give houses. I give homes, drenched in purpose. Not just square footage, but spiritual ground where legacy can grow. This house I am exposing to you is not being built with brick and mortar alone. It is being built with healing and hope, with joy and justice, with prayers you forgot you prayed, and promises I never forgot. The one who is preparing it, the one you haven't yet met, they have been moved by my spirit in ways they don't fully understand. They have felt the nudge, the stirring, the dream, the urge to build, but they don't yet know why they are being called to this assignment. You are the why. They are not a stranger in the spirit. They are your destiny partner in disguise. And I will not allow them to rest until what I whispered into their heart has been released into your hands. I know how long you've waited. I know how many keys have slipped through your fingers. I know how many almosts became not yets. But hear me now, this is not another delay. This is the divine delivery of everything you were promised, and more than you knew to ask for. Because, beloved, the contract in heaven has already been signed. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Do you remember the times you were overlooked? The moments you felt invisible, even to the ones you prayed would notice you? The seasons when doors stayed closed, even as you knocked with pure intentions? You did not understand it then, but you were never rejected, you were hidden. I hid you because you are precious. I hid you because what I was building inside of you was too sacred for careless hands, and the place I am preparing for you now required a version of you that had been refined by fire, not ruined by applause. This is why I shielded you from connections that would have polluted your promise. This is why some relationships ended without explanation. This is why, when you thought you were being abandoned, I was actually pulling you into divine isolation, to prepare you. Even Archangel Michael did not reveal your next address to the angels under his command. He kept it sealed in the archives of heaven, because this house is more than a house. It is your resurrection place, the place where sorrow will no longer visit you, the place where laughter will rise from floors that were laid in faith, the place where restoration meets reality. Yes, it's true. Someone is already designing this place for you, a person who has been prompted by my spirit. They do not even know your full name yet, but they feel your presence in their prayers. They walk through a showroom and imagine you there. They select furnishings and wonder why they're drawn to such warmth, such softness, not knowing it is because I have written your temperament into their assignment. Their heart is echoing mine, and that's why they have become the vessel I will use to bring this blessing into your life. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Child, this will not be like before. You will not have to strive, perform, or convince. This blessing will not require you to beg. It is coming looking for you, like a letter finally reaching its destination. like a key finally finding its rightful lock. This new address will not just be a place you live, it will be a place that breathes life back into you. It will carry my fragrance, it will carry my favor, and the very walls will hold a peace no storm can interrupt. You see, beloved, I don't just bless because of what you do, I bless because of who you are to me. And this home, this new address I am exposing, is not a reward for perfection, it is the arrival point of your healing journey. And I, the Lord your God, will personally walk you across the threshold when the time comes. Type Amen to get blessing 777. My beloved, there is a reason you are hearing this now. Not last week, not last year, but this very moment, in the timing of heaven. Because my calendar does not miss. You must understand something sacred now. I do not operate by delay. What you call waiting was actually weaving. I was stitching together the coordinates of your blessing. The location, the layout, the land. Even the neighbors who will live beside you. They are not there by accident. I have placed angels on both sides of your house. And I have stationed Archangel Michael at the gate. For this place, this home, has been assigned divine surveillance. No evil will cross its perimeter. No curse will step foot near your threshold. Because this isn't just real estate. It's holy ground. This new address isn't just for you to rest. It is where legacy begins. The prayers you whispered on bathroom floors. The nights you cried while looking out a window, wondering, will I ever have something of my own? Those nights were not wasted. Those were the exact moments Michael stood beside me. And I wrote your name in gold ink on the scroll marked Establishment. This blessing was filed, scheduled, approved. Now it is being exposed, because you are ready. Type Amen to get blessing 444. My child, this home will not remind you of your past. It will reflect your future. There will be no shadow of shame in its corners. There will be no echo of regret in its halls. Only the sound of laughter, healing, hope restored. And the one I have chosen to give it to you? They are not confused. They are not under pressure. They are under compulsion, the holy stirring of obedience. They don't know why they're so moved, but I do. Because I whispered your name to them in a dream. I placed your image in their heart. They are not your relative. They may not be from your culture. They may not even speak your native tongue. But they are fluent in my spirit. And when the moment comes, they will say the words I wrote for them. This is for you. You deserve to feel at home. You will try to make sense of it. You will try to ask why. But I will stop you, and say, it is my pleasure to give good gifts to my children. You've spent years proving yourself. But now, you will be provided for, without proving a thing. This home is your confirmation, your exodus from wandering, your signal that the cycle is over. Type Amen to get blessing 222. My beloved child. This home is not just made of brick, walls, or wooden beams. It was built with mercy. It was sealed with peace. And the rooms? They were whispered into existence by the cries you made when no one else listened. You must understand something now. Something sacred. This new home has been under construction longer than you know. But not by human hands alone. Every corner was inspired by heaven's design. The window placement, the doors, even the direction it faces, it all follows the blueprint I sketched the day you cried out, God, just give me a place to feel safe. That cry became a command, and I sent angels to answer it. Archangel Michael walked the land before any architect did. He laid his hand upon the foundation and said, let this ground never know strife. Let this soil only grow joy. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. My child, this is why you'll feel something strange when you step inside. You'll feel the absence of fear. the absence of pressure. You will feel what heaven feels like when it visits earth, sanctuary. Even your body will respond. Your breath will slow. Your heart will beat softer. Tears may come, but not from pain, from remembrance. Because something deep within you will say, I've been here before. That's because your spirit saw it long before your eyes did. You dreamed of this place, even if you forgot. You asked for this, even if you gave up hope. And I never forgot the blueprint. I never lost the file. Your new address isn't just a place to rest. It's a spiritual hospital. It's the place where the trauma ends, where generational torment can no longer find you. This home will hold your restoration. Where the last house held panic attacks, this one will hold peace that silences every lie. Where the last place held shame and confusion, this one will host clarity and freedom. Yes, I saw the breakdowns. I heard your whisper, Lord, I can't go back there. And I answered, you won't. Because this home is proof that I heard you. It is proof that you never wasted a single tear. And the one who will hand you the keys. They won't even understand why they're smiling so deeply. But I will. Because they will unknowingly become part of a miracle. They are being used as an instrument, a vessel, a divine courier of something eternal. I have anointed them for this mission. And when they see your face, something inside them will say, this is who I've been waiting to bless. This is not charity. This is not coincidence. This is prophecy fulfilled. Because what I have assigned for you now cannot be delayed by human hands, cannot be blocked by disbelief, and cannot be undone by demonic forces. Your new home is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of the restoration that I promised years ago. This is where your voice comes back, where your laughter returns, where your soul stretches, without fear of being broken again. Type Amen to get blessing 888. What you are about to step into was never just about you. This home, this divine dwelling, was birthed in the prayers of those who came before you. Yes, I heard your grandmother's cries. I remember the nights she whispered, Lord, let my child's child never feel what I had to feel. She did not ask for wealth. She asked for wholeness. She asked me to give you a place where the pain would not continue, where the cycle would break. And so I answered. Even when she passed into glory, her prayers were written in my books, sealed by tears, and handed to Archangel Michael at heaven's gate. And he said, let this request rise like incense. Let it be fulfilled in God's perfect time. And that time, my child, is now. This address is not random. This street is not accidental. This gift is not temporary. It is ancestral redemption. Because when you walk through the doors of this home, you are not walking alone. You are stepping in with generations who prayed you, get here. That is why your soul will tremble. That is why your eyes may flood. Because even the dust in the corners of this house will recognize your name. It has been waiting for you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Do you remember the nights you said, God, I feel like I don't belong anywhere? You were not lost. You were being led. I couldn't let you settle for just enough. I had to protect you from places that looked like peace, but were built on pain. So I let those doors close. I let the applications fall through. I even let your hope stretch thin, not to punish you, but to position you. Because this house, the one I'm revealing now, is holy. It's the kind of home that holds worship in the walls. It's the kind of space where your future children will say, I don't know why, but I feel safe here. That's because my presence will dwell there. And my angels will guard every door. Michael has already surveyed the land. He has already declared, no weapon formed here shall prosper. My child, the land itself remembers the prayer. The ground remembers the promise. And now, you will remember the purpose. Do not be afraid to receive this. Do not say, but I don't deserve something so beautiful. I have declared, you are worthy, you are chosen, you are the fulfillment of a lineage of longing. Your ancestors watched you struggle, but they also saw you worship. And that's why heaven is rewarding you. This home is not just a gift to you. It is a monument to my faithfulness, a spiritual inheritance now made visible. Because what I have set in motion now is not just for comfort. It is for completion. You will rest in this house. You will create in this house. You will be reborn in this house. And every room will carry the echo of my promise. I have seen every generation, and I chose this one. To walk into the answer. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Let me now tell you why this home matters so deeply, not just to you, but to me. You see, this house is not merely walls and windows. It is a divine assignment, a sacred vessel that will unlock what I planted in you long before you ever dreamed of having a place to call your own. This home is a stage upon which your next miracles will unfold. You have cried out, God, what is my purpose? You felt directionless, lost in the noise. But the noise will quiet the moment you walk into this place. Because this home is anointed to activate clarity. You will think clearer here. You will create faster here. You will hear me louder here. Every room in this home has been pre-prayed over by angels you've never seen but who've known your name. Michael walked its perimeter before it was even placed on the market. He said, secure it. No interference. This one belongs to them. And so I did. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Now hear me. You will not hustle to hold on to this blessing. You will not beg to stay. You will not feel unworthy within its walls. Because I have called you not just to live in this house, but to flourish in it. This address, this specific location, has been strategically chosen for your kingdom impact. Yes, I placed it near the person who will offer you your next opportunity. Yes, I aligned it near the people who need your wisdom. Yes, the neighbors I put around you will say, something is different about this one. And they'll be right. Because my light will pour from every window. Your very presence will carry peace. And when you speak inside these walls, when you pray, when you sing, when you weep, heaven will answer. That is how important this space is to me. This house is not your reward. It is your launch pad. You are stepping into the birthing center of your next season. You thought your ministry had stalled. You thought your vision was on pause. But I say to you now, everything is about to accelerate. Ideas you shelved will return. Connections will flow. Funds will arrive without begging or anxiety. Not because you forced it, but because you're finally in position. The right place activates the right grace. And this is that place. Don't let the beauty intimidate you. Don't say, but what if I lose it? You won't, because I gave this to you, and I do not revoke what I release. You may wonder why now, why this moment, why this door? Because, my child, you passed the test of stewardship in secret. You praised me from rented rooms. You worshipped me without furniture. You declared my name when you had nothing but faith. And now, I am trusting you with abundance. Use this home as a sanctuary, a hospital for broken hearts, a birthing place for dreams, a chapel where my presence rests like dew in the morning. And when people ask how you got it, how it happened, how someone like you received something like this, you will smile and say, God chose me. God sent someone I didn't know. And Archangel Michael walked the path before I arrived. You're not just receiving an address. You are stepping into your assignment. And I, the Lord your God, have already blessed everything on the other side of this door. Type Amen to get blessing 888. There is something I must tell you now. Something sacred. Something very few are allowed to know. This home has already been visited. Not by realtors, not by inspectors, but by heavenly beings sent on assignment for you. Archangel Michael stood in the doorway 9 nights ago. He did not enter alone. Behind him followed a host of angels carrying oil, fire, and scrolls. One by one, they moved through each room, from the quiet corners to the places where your future laughter will echo. They anointed the windows to block fear. They sealed the doors to keep out deception. They drew circles of light on the floor where you will kneel in prayer. Because I know, child, you will still come to me even after I bless you. Even the floorboards remember the sound of their worship. Even the walls carry residue from the praise they sang for what's coming. Yes, this home is not empty. It is pregnant with promises. When you walk in for the first time, you will feel it, that holy shiver in your bones. That moment when the air feels heavier, not with worry, but with glory. That is not emotion. That is me. That is evidence of heaven's fingerprints. You see, before you ever saw this house, before the stranger even considered offering it to you, I already claimed it. I whispered your name in its walls. I poured my plans into its rooms. And now, you will live in a space that knows your story, a home that was trained to welcome your healing. No more shame, no more rejection, no more begging for belonging. This home belongs to you. And not just because someone gave it, but because I offered it. Do you understand now? You are not being rewarded. You are being positioned. This house is not the ending of your suffering. It is the beginning of your release. Your tears, your nights without rest, your aching prayers, they were not in vain. They were investments. And now the harvest has arrived. I told Archangel Michael to guard this home. Not just once, but every day. Even when you sleep, even when you leave, even when you doubt your worthiness to be here. He stands watch over the entry. And no spirit, no plan, no person can cross his line. Because what I bless, I protect. And I bless you. So walk in freely. Take a deep breath. Touch the doorframe and whisper my name. You are not trespassing. You are not dreaming. You are finally home. Say it aloud. I am finally home. Say it again. Heaven brought me here. Let those words become the bricks of your new reality. Child, this house is where your heart will breathe again. Where your future children will be safe. Where your finances will multiply without fear. Where your spirit will be refreshed. Where your worship will echo back into heaven itself. And when others see what I've done for you, they will know, this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Now lift your hands where you are, because I, your Father, am placing my final seal. This is your address, this is your home, this is your miracle, and it is forever. Amen.